never set out to be a YouTuber. I just wanted to help my clients remember what this home looked like that they had looked at. So I just grabbed my iPhone and I said, here we go, let's give it a shot. So one day I was showing a buyer homes, had showed them 4 or 5 homes. It was probably about a 2 or 3 hour time span. It was the end of the day. I knew they liked this one particular home that we had just walked through. And so I told them, I said, hey, you guys seem to like this home. Would you like me to shoot a quick video of, the kitchen and how this is laid out? Because I could tell they really liked it. And again, after you look at several homes, many times buyers just put, all the details jumbled together. It's hard for them to keep it straight. And they really hadn't made up their mind. And I thought, man, this is a way to let them see this home again and try to, process everything. And they said, sure, that'd be great. So they left and I took my iPhone and I remember walking through the home, not even talking, maybe, I don't know, and just taking my iPhone and just kind of doing a walkthrough. It was probably 5-6 minutes. I don't remember if I spoke during it, if I just walked through it and showed the material. I don't remember, but I remember getting back in the car and it was, again, 5-6 minutes, and I remember trying to text it to him and it wasn't going through. I'm like, oh, this file's too large. What do I do? And so I thought, I don't know if I could email this to them. Now, you and I know there's several email services now that you can use. But I remember sitting in this driveway of this home and thinking, what do I do now? And so I thought, wait, I've got this 5-6 minute video. I need to share this with them. Wait, I'll just post it on YouTube. I think I have a YouTube account. I don't even know if I do or not. Let me go on. And I think I had one, nothing on it, barely even started it, nothing up at the header. And I just posted the video on YouTube. And I went, okay, how do you do this? You plus. I don't even think I titled it, and I dropped it on YouTube. And the next, that evening or the next day, I just sent them the link. I'm like, wait, I'll take this video and I'll hang it on YouTube. I'll use their server. My phone is not texting it, so I'll just put it on their server. Again, knowing very little to nothing about YouTube, where to put videos, any of that. And so I sent them the link. They got back with me. They said, this is amazing. This is great. And I knew I was onto something right then and there. They were tickled that they could watch this. They shared it with their friends. I don't remember if they ended up purchasing that home or not, so I can't give you some glorious ending. But here's what I know is I saw something that I had never seen before. I thought, wait, here's a platform I can put walkthrough videos where people actually like watching them. Now, again, this was 2-3 years ago. This is very early on in me just trying to figure this out. At first, it wasn't really about leads or about views, right? Or any of that. It was just about a way and a platform to share videos that would help my client. Now, I remember probably a year later, I was still doing some of those on YouTube, nothing regular, posting them on Facebook, walkthrough videos, just trying to do something organic to build my business because I was not wanting to spend a lot of money on marketing and advertising, but I was getting in front of a lot of buyers and sellers, walking through a lot of homes and starting to see people and traction and organically comments from people and starting to see a little bit of traction. I'm like, what's going on here? So one day I was teaching a class at church, and at the very end of the class, I'll never forget, there was a young person in the front row, and he said at the very end of class, hey, I just want you to know my mom watches your walkthrough videos. And I remember going, probably my face kind of dropped, and I went, oh, really? Kind of like, she's watching my videos? It's kind of funny. Like people watch these things? And he kind of laughed. He goes, oh yeah, she loves them. She watches all of them. I'm like, note to self. People are really watching these videos. Here's what I've learned. People like to watch walkthrough videos. They like to walk through homes. It's kind of cool. It's interesting. People like to see the inside of homes, and pictures can only do so much, but a video, as you know, is a whole different avenue of marketing, advertising, and for a client seeing a home. So the kind of light bulb went off. I'm like, why are people watching these? How many people are watching these? So I kept doing it, and I kept dropping them on YouTube, and then all of a sudden I just thought, I think there's something to this. So I continue to post video walkthroughs of, now I took it to my listings and I put all my walkthrough videos for my listings on YouTube and used it as a marketing tool for more eyeballs. And as you and I know, YouTube is owned by Google. It's the second largest search engine out there. So I thought this is a good way to kind of get the video worldwide, right? And so I just said, okay, wait, what do? I need this professional equipment. I need somebody to video me. And I thought, here's the thing. What's reality for you, Brian, when you do this? The reality is I'm at the listing. My assistant is there making all the details, making all the notes. My photographer's there. Yes, once in a while I can have him shoot a professional video, a little bit more edited in 2 or 3 minutes. Absolutely. And we still do that on some of our higher end listings. But what I wanted to do was I'm going to call it a 10 to 15 minute max walkthrough video on the home, showing how it flows, slow, pointing out some features, keeping it interesting and yet engaging to where it would truly help people see the inside of a home. And so I thought, I'm not going to hire this out. The chance of me actually coordinating this aren't very good. So I got my iPhone and I started to try to do it on an iPhone. And I thought, okay, wait, this way? No, for long form, you do it this way. And so still to this day, and it is end of September 2025, I do video walkthroughs on my iPhone, okay? Getting ready to hire a video editor starting this week, so my videos are gonna level up. But right now, I do this by myself, use CapCut, and just do a very basic generic job at editing videos. And so I started getting the engagement, and so I started getting people to comment on it. Then when we joined eXp Realty, let me go back again, about 3 years ago, we joined Mike Sherrard and the Wolfpack. And then that's when I started really starting to dive in a little bit deeper on YouTube. And Mike Sherrard, by partnering with us at eXp Realty, Realtors of Faith, and the Wolfpack, you get full access to all of the material that helps you to understand how to even do a better job with that. And so I'm a little bit self-taught. And so Mike kind of taught me how to do tags, titles, thumbnails, descriptions, what boxes to check as you're posting a video. And I've been using that same method now for about a year. Now, true confession, I need to go back on and watch some of the updated material that he has since posted, because Mike is always updating and keeping us up to speed as YouTube changes their way they run and algorithms and everything. So, but I've got a really basic understanding to where all of a sudden my channel is getting a lot more traction organically, which is amazing. So what I found out now is that YouTube is like a business tool, not just a video dump. I mean, I literally use YouTube to promote my listings, to share valuable information about living in Lakeland, Florida, living in Central Florida, about if you're selling a home. Market updates are very popular. And it all started just with video walkthroughs. And so I want to encourage you today, man, grab your iPhone. Well, Brian, I don't have any listings. I'm a newer agent. I've got, one. Okay, no excuses. No excuses whatsoever. If you know people at your brokerage, if you're on a team, if you have any connections with realtors in your community, talk to them. Say, hey, I know your home is vacant over on 123 Easy Street. Can I go do a video walkthrough and drop it on my channel? Maybe I'll find you a buyer for your home. I've done that many times, still do that to create content for my channel, because sometimes if I'm not getting listings that week, I need to post video walkthroughs and kind of mix my material up, which is another topic. But I need somewhere to video. So just last week, I did my business partner's home, one of his listings, and it was great. And then I texted him the link. He shared it with his sellers. They're just thrilled to get it out there, right? Get 100, 200 views, but more importantly than views, get leads that come in to call you about purchasing that home or about selling their home. So I can tell you, over the last probably 12 to 18 months, the organic leads that are coming in to me from all over the nation are pretty good. I'm not knocking it out of the park, but I can tell you, I had a local seller call me a week and a half ago. They watched my videos on YouTube, and they want to talk about listing their home. It's a luxury home, over $700,000. And they found me because they watched my videos. That was very simple. So now I don't act as surprised whenever they tell me, although sometimes I hang up and go, wow, this stuff really works. Because I'm telling you, start somewhere. What I found was done is better than perfect. And if you don't start somewhere, you're never going to start. And here's what I would say. If you're still shy, if you don't want to do anything this is going to be out of your comfort zone no matter what. But if you want to take baby steps in that, now properly when you do a hook and an intro, you're going to want to always show yourself at first, right? And then you can show a video of the walkthrough. Then at some point you want to give them a call to action back to yourself at the very end with the tag and that sort of thing. But if you're just starting off, here's what I would suggest. At least get your iPhone, walk through a home. You don't have to show yourself at all. Just walk through the home. Heck, if you don't want to talk, put music to it and just post it. That's as not in front of the camera as you can get. But if you just want to talk, make little comments, walk through the home with your phone, and then drop it, you'll start to see people comment. And put that even on some of your social media too, by the way. Drop it on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and or some other social media channels. You'll see stuff start to happen. So people are getting to know you because you and I know this is a relationship business. They need to know you, trust you, and like you. And they get to know your personality by watching videos. Just like you're watching this one right now, you are getting to know the real Brian Stevens. This is who I am. And this is my testimony, how I started my YouTube journey. So here's the thing, here's the takeaway, and again, I want to encourage you today. You don't need expensive equipment. Your iPhone is enough. Stop making excuses. Done is better than perfect. Just start posting. My goal every week is 2 videos a week. Standard, sometimes 3. Man, if I only get 1, I had a failing week, but I did something, right? So have a goal. Start off 1 a week if you have to do that. But over time, trust me, I am a walking testimony. Consistency pays off. Remember this from the faith lens. God took something small, right? Something small, and he said, I'm just going to take this and I'm going to use this for you to reach and for you to serve people and to help people. And it's worked. So far, so good. I feel like I'm at the very tip, honestly, of this whole learning curve with YouTube and video walkthroughs and content to make. And now, with ChatGPT, there is so much content you can make and so many ways to go about this. So I feel like I'm still a rookie at this, 2 or 3 years in, truth be told. But I would love to connect with you on your journey, see how I can help you with YouTube and your real estate business. I've been licensed over 29 years, and I would love to build into you, give you wisdom. So if you're thinking about, starting YouTube for your real estate business, don't wait. Just start today. I would love to connect with you. Or if you're a buyer or seller in Central Florida and you are thinking about buying or selling property, I would love to connect with you, find out about your real estate needs. And so all that, wrap it up and say, man, it's been a learning journey and leaders are learners. So I and my team will continue to learn. I hope you have a great day. God bless.